that I just got in the mail.
Sticky?
Sticky. That's not a normal...
Why? Do you think they had a spill?
There's... Like, I don't know if it's gross because I can't see it, but...
My guess would be something broke and spilled on it.
Oh, I can see it. There's like a little bit of a soda spill. The freaking... The carrier, like...
He was on his break.
Was he relaxing, and then all of a sudden... Well, luckily, this isn't very expensive anyway. And it was well taped. But, yeah.
Just an ice tray.
Yeah, deliveries. Since we're talking about logistics today, evidently,
Our mini theme for the day
yeah.
was... Now, this is interesting because not only do I swear I gave it to you, but I swear my copy had a little crack in the plastic on the spine.
You know...
In our saga of, I could swear up and down I gave you that, but you could swear up and down you got it from a flea market?
I could swear up and down that it was part of, like, the great Timeless Treasures batch of, like, 2017 or 18.
Highly questionable, because my copy was gone, and I really could have sworn it had that little crack in it.
Well...
But I didn't pay enough attention to this when I first watched it. So it was great to go through this again.
Yes.
Because who do you get? This is awesome. Guaranteed on delivery. Starring
Olivier Gruner.
Yeah, we got Olivier Gruner.
And yeah, it's not just him. Jalal Murray, for what it's worth.
That's my buddy. Yeah, I like Jalal.
And yeah, for those who want to watch another David Carradine movie from the huge, vast library of stuff to care about, you got him in there too. So, yeah, it's a trio of people that you definitely want to see. But yeah, for those that don't know, guaranteed on delivery is which.
It's a literal guarantee.
Yeah, why does something have to be guaranteed on delivery? The name of the movie.
It's legitimate because they prove.
So, is it...
They're on the level.
Is it...
Because they let you know...
That it's gonna be delivered. What are they guaranteed?
$49 is all you'll pay. Except for whatever else you pay.
Are they Are they guaranteeing that it's going to be delivered on time?
When they deliver it?
Are they going to guarantee that... Is it the thing that's being delivered?
Yeah. I guarantee it'll be there at the time that it gets there, on that day.
That's... Yeah, what... It's... I guess it's on delivery. It's what they're guaranteeing.
We guarantee you that we are a delivery service.
But... Yeah.
They guarantee you they're not going to screw you.
Yeah.
We guarantee we're not going to take it to the wrong place.
So, yeah. I guess we can start talking about the movie now. It's a revenge movie.
Let's see. Jalal is protagonist.
Before being a private investment firm bank security guard, he was a cop in another country.
Oh, yes. So, do they ever specify in this plot? He's supposed to be a...
Still holding this. This is gross. Why am I... Okay.
It's like a European detective.
He was...
and then they briefly explain it. He came to America
because...
From circumstances.
Yeah. Evidently they were not favorable for him, so he... comes to America to sign up for being a security guard for either an investment firm or a bank. And lo and behold, a familiar bad guy comes in and has a crew of roughnecks that hold him, that say, hey, if you don't, you know...
Oh, yes, on his first day on the job, he's victim of a bank robbery. Get down! As the security doorman.
The crew the bad guy crew lets him live if he doesn't utter a word about it or something, and so he of course does what is told, but the impetus for the revenge is that he loses
Process by which your wife gets shot.
yeah, he loses his wife during the robbery.
She's somehow nearby, and of course
So
gets mixed up in.
yeah, but they that throws
Fired on his very first day.
Yeah,
And then you turn into what?
a independent
A private tier delivery
yeah
guy.
You don't sign up for UPS. You don't sign up for FedEx. You're not a mail guy because you're above that.
All right, I'll just do it myself.
But yeah, he does his own thing.
Lebanese, born in Brazil.
Oh, Jalal?
Born in Brazil to Lebanese parents that had emigrated to Brazil. Thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
But then who do you get? Olivier Gruner.
Yeah, he gets to play the bad guy in this one.
As I always say, a chance to even see some of the stars.
But because of the entrance, they cannot be opened, except by us, the shipping agent, or the client. Here's 500. You'll get the rest upon delivery.
Olivier finds out that Jalal Murray is Mr. Independent Contractor and is signed up. He signs Jalal up to deliver something because it, I guess, doesn't.
Oh, I don't know that they knew he was from before in the plot.
It's
At that
pretty-
point, I think they at least knew he was the best.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So,
They knew he was the only one in the tri-state area.
and he's independent, so it doesn't raise as many eyebrows because you
Oh yeah, what's their operation?
so
It is a shifty.
he's an art dealer on the front. Like whenever you step into his property, you'll see a bunch of art.
He mails sculptures.
But yeah, but whenever it's time for him to ship stuff on the backside, he runs some type of human trafficking gig where he
makes people hide in the boxes.
where he'll
Is what this hinges on.
he'll hide people in a box and then expect the courier to just go along with the delivery. So
It's your recipe for revenge.
This is very urgent, Mr. Stanton, so no unnecessary stops. And no other deliveries. That's why we're paying you the big bucks.
the package itself just starts struggling all of a sudden sometime during the movie, and Jalal goes against what he's told to do for
Oh yeah, imagine that.
very important reasons.
Yeah, the good guy never opens the package that he's not supposed to open in these, does he?
Yeah, no, it never happens. You're supposed to go along 100% with what Olivier says.
That is a breakthrough
So,
for these early 90s. Oh, wait, what did we find? This was technically not even from 90s.
does it count as a 90s
This
layover
said,
product?
we could maybe call it that. It was probably made in 99, released in 2000, but this thing said the year 2000.
It's 2000, and you wouldn't know it watching the movie.
No.
Because it's 90s action and 90s.
No, those cars are
And
like
cars.
1992.
Yeah, some of them are from the late 80s, probably.
It looks like it's from about 92 or 3.
But
By what cars you see. They're going around in like an 88 Thunderbird.
yeah, you got the T-Bird, you got a nice 90s Corvette that Olivier drives.
What excuse do you have for your... They should be in a fine or a newer vehicle.
Yeah, there should not be anything.
The first thing I would say is, why are you going around in that 88 T-Bird?
like,
Are they going to go, it's a classic?
yeah, those things were never classics, man. If you ask me, the classic T-Bird stops at
And you have your plot at this point.
before then. Yeah,
They have the unsuspecting girl that they duped by pretending to be like model agency.
yeah, it was like They pretend
type thing.
They pretended to be a model agency. She gets drugged and then trafficked.
And Jalal is driving around with
his
her in the package, her in the crate.
her in the crate. Yeah,
Don't forget he lives in that van.
that's right.
Remember the cool shot of him setting the hammock up, and
Yeah,
he can be like,
you wouldn't even know it. Start evolving the movie, start plotting this revenge thing to
yes, what he replaces the lady with when he gets her out of there. And goes ahead to complete the transaction, except not with her in the thing.
yeah,
It's,
to save her.
a great surprise nugget for the movie.
Yeah, they find a nice prop that weighs just as much as she does that they stick in there. It's great stuff. And then that saves her, and then they team up with one of the defectors of Olivier. I think
Yes, you get a convenient thing for your bad guy's plot,
yeah,
where there's dissension in the ranks or whatever,
yeah, where
and that
where-
whole thing where you get a bad guy that defects.
yeah, they capture him, and then
Get your hands up.
later in the movie,
Not bad for an old man.
the David Carradine character.
Is she hungry? Always. Why? Well, the fridge is empty. You're gonna have to catch your dinner yourself.
What is our David Carradine usage for this?
He'll
He fires him. He was his supervisor from his security job.
yeah. So
And then he said, he mysteriously foreshadowed, I'll always be there for you.
maybe I'll get the
I'll
chance.
give you this important referral.
But you can always depend on my referral.
He gets
Don't discount me from the usage of your life or whatever.
he gets anything I could do to help. It is
Yeah, so you get him to help out in a cool way later in the,
yeah.
of course.
We get to tap into the former relevant security knowledge for both of those people.
And check and see if he's drunk. Remember, isn't this from the era of
Big
gosh, David Carradine sure sounds drunk in
the big surprise
in
of-
the scenes that he's filming.
yeah, and he actually gets to drink during the movie, so I'm sure he
Oh,
was
well, there you go then.
excited about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, and they come up with this ornate plot to capture and kill off.
Yep, you get your
Olivier's
subtle
girl.
nuances.
And
Don't forget some of the hench people that are, you got your dramatic, what's his name guy with the mustache.
yes,
And I will probably not do that.
you have
The lady, that super evil, what's her name lady with the fifth of vodka?
yes, and they had the interesting subplot there of kidnapping the younger sister of the of Jalal's lady, so that
Oh yeah, the Baroness.
they could
She says, speaking of modeling agencies,
get to the. I think it was
isn't that a convenient way for me to
yeah,
also kidnap and
yeah,
roofie the other girl?
the older, yeah, your older sister said you were not only you look amazing and could model, but also you have a nice voice. You're a great singer, so
Adrian. Oh yeah, they're just an agency for any type of
whatever
dream that an
Yeah.
unsuspecting.
whatever agency is convenient for the job is what Adrian's agency is. Imagine that. He's got to run like 50 fronts. But yeah,
It was funner to go through the second time.
and
Well, remember 3/4 of it I didn't even remember from watching it first. Was I doing the dishes? I vaguely remember two different
one of those,
acronyms.
yeah,
For whatever reason, this movie doesn't involve a movie priest or anything, but for whatever reason, his business is GOD
yes.
on the side of his private delivery truck.
And I had to learn a fun new thing on the third viewing of my own. I thought his business name was Guaranteed on Delivery. That's what I thought
That's
it
the
was.
title of the
I thought it was the title
regular
of the movie.
film.
But as it turns out, it stood for Guaranteed Overnight Delivery.
Oh, yes, you get into the semantics of, does
Does
that make it a little better?
yeah?
When you're guaranteeing that it's overnight, at least that's
Then it
something worth mentioning.
that actually removes a little bit of responsibility from him because
Why else would you say guaranteed on delivery
yeah. Then we go back to the argument we had. Like,
if you're already a delivery man?
yeah, because you're guaranteed.
You're guaranteeing us that you exist as a delivery man?
But what if that throws another?
Guaranteeing that it's next day delivery.
If it throws into what if it's same day? What if I need it same day? Then you couldn't. Then you'd have to hire somebody.
So, worst case scenario is that it would be 1 day late.
Yeah, but overnight. Yeah, it's guaranteed.
That wouldn't be a bad name.
delivery. Yeah,
Worst case scenario, we'll deliver it broken,
couple of
wet, sticky.
yeah. Maybe a day or two late. Guaranteed, maybe a day or two late.
It's a guarantee that it won't be worse than
Then
however long
completely functional
time that you don't want it to be.
Yeah, and and
Yeah, that's great logistics.
then you have your movie. So
As I say, it was fun to go through to me. Looks cool that they were in Pacific Northwest.
yes, yeah. There's a
It's Canadian.
yeah. It was one of those. That
We're in
was
BC.
yeah. They I think in the credits they said it was shot like in British Columbia. So
Yeah, in the BC area.
you get your great Pacific Northwest vibe.
That's Canadian film or video production.
Yeah,
Tax credit.
they got the tax credit. It's freaking amazing.
We keep track.
Yeah,
We look at them. It's way more than you would think.
Yeah, it's starting in the early 2000s is when you started getting the logo for the tax credit.
I don't know when they started. We didn't get it in there, but if
yeah.
you read along in the lyrics or in the credits,
Yeah, you get one.
I
So
want to thank the fine people of Canadian Film and Radio Production Tax Credit. The fact that he still looks kind of young.
yes,
I don't know when Olivier Gruner started in showbiz, but
well,
put it in the early 2000s movie,
if
and both of them still look pretty good
yeah,
as far as young guy action hero
if we're
of your usage.
if we're going by the first Nemesis, which I think came out in like '92 or something,
Oh yeah.
it looks like he only aged by like a year or two. Like his hair is a little bit shorter, and he's not wearing the glasses. But I think I don't know if the glasses were a thing required for the Nemesis movie or not. But yeah, he still looks amazing 10 years later. So
I got to see more stuff with Olivier Gruner.
yeah, we can't forget about Hot Bitches. At the very beginning of the movie, where or not at the very beginning, but shortly after the heist incident, when Jalal's ordering a hot dog.
Oh, the stand. Yeah.
The stand, yeah.
Yeah, there's a hot dog stand where
Oh, got the Italian. Dark, thin, real hot stuff. Good sized buns on both of them. Either way, you won't be sorry.
Italian. I said it before. You're in the wrong business.
Should have been an actor.
they shoehorn in as much
That's where all the
double entendre and sexual innuendo as
that's about
humanly possible.
that's about where 99% of the innuendo of the movie is.
Pimping's illegal.
Yeah, so slicing down the middle.
I don't know if it counts as like a fourth wall break or something, but in the soundtrack near the beginning of the movie, you'll hear a saxophone play, and then it will show a guy playing
Oh,
saxophone.
it merges with when they first show that guy?
And he becomes a part of,
Well, good.
the saxophone guy becomes a part of
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
the intro plot, too. And,
Lots of picking up bad guys' guns.
yeah.
When you're a dude in the dude culture of action movies of American 80s and 90s blockbuster films.
Yeah. That,
And the long tradition of getting frustrated at the good guy of a movie
for not,
when he takes out a bad villain character
yeah.
and then doesn't pick up their weapon.
Yeah, here it's like the opposite. He'll have a weapons collection.
Yeah, Jalal does not let you down in this. Picking up multiple guys' stuffs.
You got a knife, you got a gun. Yeah. So, the hotel receptionist, the Branson tourist,
Jesus! I thought you left without me!
Not a chance, pal. I need a guide when I hit the tropics.
that
A Branson tourist or a Branson entertainer?
Yeah, that's a good question. It could either almost
Might have been either one at one point.
wearing the
Whenever Ricky Skaggs left.
yeah.
Phone lines are busted, ma'am. Storm knocked down the wires, and they're still trying to fix them down the highway.
Actually, you just missed a hell of a blackout.
That lame guitar or synthesizer sound, like anytime like the pivotal point in the movie was happening.
Oh, yes, there was a cool stab. I called it a stab.
yeah, I could
That
be
little
sad.
door.
Yeah, but they do it every time.
It's a literal indicator
It's
of
you don't
this is going to be an exciting part of the plot.
You can't do this with just his help.
you don't go more than 15 minutes without hearing it, and it's awesome. Like just every time.
Super shiny, polished production.
But yeah, I mean, yeah,
And you can pay attention to other stuff.
yes,
Do something else for a few minutes and just listen for make sure you don't miss the
yeah, like you could
and you're fine. It's like a baseball game. You don't even have to pay.
almost, yeah, like you could do a step or two of the dishes and then be ready for it, because chances are that's when it'll probably play. So
I like it. I
Yeah.
liked going through it.
yeah, this is a great movie. Like
If they would have just somehow gotten him to name his business something else, or masquerade as a movie priest.
yeah,
I didn't notice this. It's tagline now. Vengeance comes with a guarantee.
there's no
So that just kind of further complicates matters, or does
Yeah,
to me
'cause-
anyway.
Are we delivering the vengeance now?
Multiple for the tagline, yeah.
Is that what we're doing? So, but yeah,
Multiple ones? No, it is not.
if you're
Okay.
if you're in the way of a 90s layover action movie, that this will not disappoint for sure.
Oh well, there we're blaming him.
Oh, for
Oh, doesn't sound European. Was his name Ray Stanton
yeah,
that whole time?
yeah.
Okay,
Jalal's
maybe he changed his name once he came to America.
yeah.
They're blaming him though. Ray's violent ways lead to a shootout that leaves his wife. Okay.
Now, in the movie, yeah, that's maybe misrepresenting. He may have had violent intentions, but he was a good guy.
In an effort to add nuances.
So
They,
yeah, like what does that give you? Like
They kind of tried to make it more nuanced.
you guys. But yeah,
I'll hand it to him. It's good to me.
yeah, it's not.
It's yet another thing where you get to see David Carradine not do very much stuff
Yeah, and
in these.
it's again.
And the other two of them I really like, so yeah, I'll go ahead and use the word good.
Yeah, it's. I got a lot of enjoyment out of